So welcome back. This is part 2 of the demonstration, and like I said, we're going to create a story in wizard mode to start. You can ask it to remember your choice if you just don't want to keep being asked this question, but we're going to leave that off for now. So let's go into wizard and let's call this the zoo. Okay, and once you've entered the title,
the zoo,
you can click on that to hear it. Now you would choose a picture just by clicking on this. I've loaded some up, and you basically scroll through the pictures that you'd load up from your computer, and you pick anything you want to put on here. So let's just pick one of these, and we'll use that for this story. And we're good with that, so move on to the next part. We'll keep the title, and we will add a page, or we could be done with the story. Well, we haven't done anything yet, so let's just go ahead and add a page. So page 1, page 1 of the zoo. Let's choose this big birdie. So we pick the picture, and what we're going to say is big bald bird, and the bottom label is he was really grumpy. So what you can do is you can have this
big bald bird
text up here speak and the text down here speak. Now when we get out of wizard mode and we go into expert mode, you'll see a difference on the way this is set up, but let's continue. So text with voice header is one way to have it say that. You can choose a different voice, Ryan or Heather. We'll leave it on Heather, or you can make a recording. So it will say what you want to do. For this demonstration, we'll leave the text on Heather just so you get the idea of that, and move on to the next page. So let's add a page, and let's use this picture of a crocodile. We'll save that. The croc was very lazy. He slept all day, and so on, and we'll move on. And what we'll do here is we will make a recording. So what we're going to do is press record. The croc was very lazy. He slept all day. And we'll save that. And we'll go forward. And we will add another page. Choose a picture. Go to the zoo. And let's have a look at the sheep. Keep the sheep, and you can see how simple this is to do, and obviously I'm just going to show you 3 pages, but you can create as many as you like. Woolly sheep, he was so soft. And let's change this over to Ryan, and let's leave it like that. So let's say we're done with the story, and you can see the story now appears in the sample stories called the zoo. So we will click on this, and slideshow mode is off, so let's go ahead.
The zoo.
The zoo.
Big bald bird. He was really grumpy.
The croc was very lazy. He slept all day.
Woolly sheep. He was so soft.
And there you go. So there's a very simple demonstration of how to make the story on wizard mode. Kind of just going through the basics of that. Now the beauty of this is that you can imagine it doesn't just have to be a story. It can actually be like a social story. Let's say your child has to get in a routine of what he does in the morning when he gets up. So he gets up, he goes and brushes his teeth, he washes the sink, he washes his face, he brushes his hair, he gets dressed, he puts his socks on, he puts his shoes on, and so on and so forth. So you can make a page for each one of those. And you don't actually have to include a picture. You could just create the writing. And every time he presses step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on, it could say what is now, what he's supposed to be doing now, and go through those steps. So you could create like a 10-step social story, which is exciting. But that kind of brings us to the end of part 2, which was going through the stories on Wizard. The next one we will go through it on Expert mode, so that's the end of part 2.